Hello, I'm the Mastodon. Just gonna go live. Uh, I guess I felt like going live because I had a couple packages and I had a couple books came in the other day. Um, Adding to more collection. I'm gonna throw this in the chat in case anybody pops in and wants to join me. Put it elsewhere. I got a couple shout outs I wanted to do as well, but I wanted to wait until some people come in. If anybody comes in, I've been focusing more on some of the newer guys joining the community, comic book community, YouTube comic book community, whatever. So I wanted to get some of those guys bumped. Because Chad said it a long time ago. There's a few thousand of us, so everybody should have a few thousand subs. And I agree with him. I mean, I've said it before, subs are great, but if nobody's watching your content. But there are a lot of nice perks that come along with subscribers. Hi, Leah. How are you, sir? I've had quite a few good conversations. One of them live with Hialeah over the past few weeks. I was lucky enough to be asked on the show with he and Conquistador's Javi. Check both of them out, Hialeah Comic Bro and Conquistador. Just two fantastic gentlemen. Had a lot of fun on that show, Inquiring Minds, and it's always fun to just kind of let go and just talk. I don't know if I don't want to talk about myself. I feel weird about self promotion. That's just the way I am, I guess. But there's some. I guess I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I pulled up another window here, and I don't know why. But I guess while I am waiting to see. I forgot why I pulled up another window. I had hoped Comic Man Andy was going to stop by because I had a joke. That popped into my head the other day that he'd get a kick out of. But Instagram. Oh yeah, and congratulations to Kenny, Comic Head 84, passed that 1,000 subscriber threshold. Now there's a few other guys that are approaching that. I know Bubs is almost there. He's pretty close. He may have passed it. I don't know. I haven't really had a chance to look at his. Mr. Miracle sitting sweet at 900. Good guy. Hangs out with Metarog and Kenny on Grader's Notes. Oh, and Genome. God, I love Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby's art was just fantastic. Well, that's what I was gonna do. Uh-oh. I just heard the boop. Hello!
Hey, what's up, Danny?
Everybody, this is Hialeah Comic
How you doing, bro?
How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Doing good.
I was just about to lay down and maybe take a nap, and when I saw you come on, I go, oh, I gotta get up. How are you?
Yeah, I hadn't really planned on doing live, but I got a couple of the package that I was waiting for. I got a couple days early, so
nice, man.
But yeah, I was getting ready. I'm gonna. Oh, what's this? Legend was messaging me here like right before I went live.
Cool.
That's what it was. There we go. Put this on here. Oh, I don't want to put that on there. Whoops. Let's do this. I'm boring when I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to think of topics, things to come up with.
Dude, don't worry. I'm the same, so don't worry. I feel you're not alone. And especially with no new books, no cons, it's kind of hard to find stuff to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
You feel like you're just talking.
I know there was... yeah.
What are you going to open? Stuff that you purchased or...
Yeah, stuff I purchased.
Okay.
Yeah. Share this. Paste.
Dude, I'm not the only one, bro. Thank God.
Makes it even worse because, we had that conversation. I don't edit.
The other night when I did my show, Javi, for some reason, couldn't get in. And then he was telling me while we were live, send the link, send it here, put it here. And I was like, at one time I took myself out of the show. I left Garel by himself. It was like, forget it, Javi. It's not going to happen. I don't know how to pay. I don't know that whole pasting. And I know how to do it, but not live. What's up, great man?
Hey, we got somebody from across the pond.
You got to put on
What's up, buddy?
A little disco.
Yeah.
Put on some Bee Gees.
I might as well. I'll show these.
Oh, sweet.
Make me big.
Nice.
Whoop. This is one I got the other day. I picked. It was a 2-book lot. I picked up pretty cheap.
Who's the artist on that cover? Do you know?
I got I'm not sure.
Yeah, it might be hard to find out, but
cover story.
God, it looks familiar. It looks like one of those heavy metal artists, maybe.
Cover by Phil Hale.
Ooh, don't know that guy. That's a nice cover, though.
Phil Hale. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I
dig it.
I like the blue.
That's the next to last issue.
How many issues was that run?
34.
Okay.
And then there was like there was a sampler they had put out, I guess. It was like basically a bump advertisement. This is the other one.
Oh, that one's great. That's like the rats, right? Coming up together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great cover, man.
This one has the Last Galactus story by Byrne and Austin. Then another Marvel graphic novel.
Oh, sweet.
Oh. Assassin's Guild. I know those names, but I've never
I know, right?
read anything. I've never read anything by them.
I know there's a Safino that does
Oh.
covers. I wonder if it's that same one. Like, you know that what is it? Hulk, Immortal Hulk #2, that variant.
Oh
That's,
yeah, yeah,
you think that's the same guy? Isn't that a Safino? I don't know if that
yeah.
would be the same guy.
Jorge Zafino.
I'm not sure if it's the same Safino.
Could be a relative, if not.
Yeah,
Who knows?
it's not
Who
a very.
knows? I want to do my shout outs real quick.
Cool.
Let's see if I can share screen. Chrome has a bug that can cause screen sharing to crash on Windows 10. Oh, then I'm not going to share screen. I'm just going to tell who they are. Our friend and fellow collector Chris Barrett
Cool.
is 8 away from 200. So if we want to try to help him out, he's a one hell of a moderator, and he's always bumping around in the chats. One of the smaller guys, a newer guy, we just started, I think January. Age of Print. That's Ben. I think I've mentioned him before. He's still only at 25 subscribers. I don't know what's going on there. And all the links for these shout outs will be in the description below. Next is Russ from Collect What. I've also mentioned him before, I believe. He is 10 away from 100. He's been doing some pretty good videos, spec videos, for those of you who are into that. Things that he thinks.
What was the name of that channel?
Collect What, and it's Collect What with an exclamation point.
Okay.
And another newer guy, the Classic Comic Collector. I was just introduced to him earlier in the week. He's got some pretty cool videos, some long ones. But he seems to be.
Why do you say it like that, man? Like it pained you.
Well, I don't know. They are long ones, but
what is long? What is long?
Oh, he's got one that's an hour and a half long,
and it's just him.
I'm pretty sure he didn't do anything live.
Wow.
And then he's got one that's an hour and 45 minutes long.
That's impressive.
Just basically showing his complete runs and stuff.
Oh, cool.
But he's got some shorter videos. But he did one. You know how we're doing? Well, mostly other guys in the community, not me. Like the top 50 videos.
I did like 4 of those.
He's got one, the not top 25 comics in my collection.
Oh,
so they're like the comics that would, I guess, we'd consider the least favorites. I don't know.
The detest, the top 25, the bottom 25 detested.
Yeah. So he did that, and
Cool.
a lot of interesting books in there.
Cool.
I'm gonna put this back on since
I like that idea. I like that idea.
And another one I gotta put his channel. It's Arak Zantara. I think he started in March.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say he's originally from Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
but he started doing these videos, and I watched one the other day. He calls it the Arak Slap Attack, and I just thought it was hilarious.
I don't know any of I don't know any of these channels. Thank you. I will check them out.
Yeah. They're like I said, they're all fairly. I mean, Chris Barrett's been around for a little while. I think Collect What.
Chris Barrett's come up with a couple of videos, right? He has a few,
Yeah.
right? But he's not even known
Yeah.
for. He's just known for the chats, man. He's like a chat. He's one of these chat stars. He's a chat all-star.
Yeah, I think he's a moderator in just about every chat he pops up.
Pretty much, man. He's really good though. He's got great. He's always active in it.
Yeah. But yeah. So those guys, check them out if you're watching this on the rewind.
Mastodon, how many more of those epics do you need to complete that run? Or do you have
the epics? I might be a third of the way.
Okay.
With those, I'm not sure. But the graphic novels, I have quite a few of those. The original 38, I think I only have. I think there's 4 or 5 yet that I need to get. And then this guy, I pre-opened this one because he wasn't stingy with the tape. I mean, it was covered in tape.
He overdid it. You got these? When did you get these? The last few days?
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
When I get something, it's hard to wait to open it.
Yeah, I know. The main reason I decided to go live is because the one thing I got is a big boy. It's one of the ones that's on my list. And it wasn't necessarily one of the ones that I was going after.
Right.
I hadn't intended to go after it, and of course, now that I won it in an auction, there's one on there for a buy it now price. Rotten bastards, anyway.
Okay, so you won it in an auction, and now there's a buy it now.
There's one at that grade that's up there for a buy it now, make an offer, and I went, come on.
Is it cheaper than what you got this one at, or
it's actually it's
relatively close?
The price that he has it for is basically the price that I paid after taxes and shipping.
Okay.
But I thought this one was a hardback. This is the one of the later
Make yourself big. Make yourself
graphic
big.
novels.
I never seen that.
I think what I can't remember. This is like 62 or 63. I'm trying to think of when this was.
I didn't know he's got a graphic novel. I know they had that special edition or special one that came up first. Then they had the run, which I used to have all of them.
Right.
And I never knew they had a graphic novel.
That one was number 66.
Wow.
Came out in 90. So I thought the last like 15 of those were hardback, but I guess it was only certain ones. I don't know.
Is that the one you got on the auction?
No. No, this one's. See, it looks interesting. I don't know Morgan. I don't know what artist that is. Morgan.
Don't know that either. I was a big fan of Excalibur, man.
Yeah. I started to collect that run, but I just sort of fell off, and I got interested in other stuff.
Yeah,
I think I have like half the run. I don't know, something like that.
I collected it. I think from number 1, from the special. I don't remember I don't know what happened to them. I don't have none left. I don't know what happened. They got lost along the way. I think I picked
Did
up
they go?
one. I picked up one of the special ones about a few months ago, but that's about it. That's the only one I have left.
Yeah.
And I have them all, man.
Did they go with the Dread Stars?
They might have, bro. They might have gone with the Dread Stars. Maybe I know it was the Daredevil, the Dread Stars, and who knows, man? He probably left out Excalibur. But yeah. Okay, let's not bring that up again. What happened?
I hate it when they use these.
Those, man. God bless, I hate those. Try to take it out without dropping one, dude. That's what I always do. I try to wiggle it and try to play with it and let them fall in, and yeah, that's how I do it. I can't stand those bubbles. What are those? The peanuts.
The packing peanuts, yeah.
Peanuts. Yeah, Gray Man agrees with me. I get a package and I can't. It's so hard not to open it. I think I've only been able to do that once. I have to open it. Did you make it? You look good, man.
Oh, I dropped a couple.
You dropped a couple. You couldn't.
Oh, wow. They're all over the keyboard.
What's up, Paulo?
I just got to make sure my youngest daughter doesn't see them because she'll have them all over the freaking place.
Yeah. It happens, Paulo.
Paulo Costa.
And it's a slab.
How are you, sir?
It's a slab?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. And
oh, wow. Sweet. Take it out of the bag, man. Take it out of the bag. Take it out of the bag. Show that puppy. Oh, man, congrats. That's a great book. Nice, man. Wow. Nah. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Congratulations.
Yep. That's
man.
my target.
That's
my target for the Fourth World books.
Oh, perfect, dude.
Is I want to get all those first issues in an 8.0.
For Bronze Age, I think that's the sweet spot. I just don't have the money to get all 8s, so I tend to get the best I can. But 8.0 on a Bronze Age is perfect. It's just perfect.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with a book like this with
yeah,
first appearance but yeah, I was really happy.
Show it again, man. Show it
now
again.
The only, I guess.
Show it again, dude. It's beautiful, man. It looks like it's glossy. Those are usually dull. I know mine. It looks kind of dull.
Yeah.
That one pops.
Yeah, there's still a little bit of.
That is nice.
Still a little bit of rise in it.
Yeah, very nice.
So, off-white to white pages.
Beautiful book.
But so, where's it at? Looking for my marker. So I guess I can officially mark it off.
Very nice, bro. Congrats. What are the other books on that list? You got X-Men 55.
Yep.
Forever
X-Men 55, Superman's Pal, 134, which is first Dark Side. And any one of those Spellbounds. That's my attempt to go into a little bit of the Golden Age stuff.
Dude, that's awesome, bro.
So.
And you got the Forever People.
And then obviously.
You got the Forever People in an 802?
Yep.
Nice. That's a great grade for that book.
I got the Forever People for the same price I paid for the Mr. Miracle.
Nice,
So
nice. I think that book's gone up, hasn't it, in the recent years? The Mr. Miracle. I think it's gotten more popular.
yeah, especially like the higher grades.
Yeah,
It's I've seen the higher grade for 1,200.
and
So
I
which is kind of, in my opinion, it's a little ridiculous.
know it's perfect, bro. You don't need a 9.6 or a 9.
No.
8 is perfect. I'd be
Yeah.
happy as long as it presents well, right? It's really
Yeah.
that's what matters.
What spawned that was I got the New Gods #1 last year.
Mm-hmm.
I got that really cheap. I got that for like $80.
And an 8.0?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
And 8.0? That's great. What's up, Thomas?
Yeah. And not on not on eBay either.
So that wasn't an eBay was that an eBay purchase?
What this? Yeah, this was an eBay purchase. The Forever People was also an eBay purchase.
Nice.
But yeah, I was sitting there at the beginning of the year and I'm thinking, that's one hell of a goal to try to complete.
Mm-hmm.
Because for a while I wasn't seeing 8.0s at all. Like I said, I buy this one and somebody posts one for buy it now. What the heck?
So that's usually how it happens, ain't it?
I also have the Fourth World Omnibus Pala. It's freaking huge, isn't it, dude?
My goodness. Wow.
And I had it sitting here, and you gotta, I guess, because of the weight, you gotta watch how you have it sitting, because I don't know if you can see the curve in the pages.
Yeah.
So I had it sitting, and it must have been sitting on one of my cords back here.
Gotcha.
Because it was kind of leaned forward, and I was like, oh man. So I decided I was gonna lay it across one of the short boxes back here, which probably isn't good for the boxes or books in that box, but
it looks like it hurt Paulo.
But
dude, that's awesome, man. I totally agree. I think 8.0 is perfect. You know how nice it's gonna look when you have them all like displayed or something, and they're all.
Oh yeah.
That looks cool.
Yeah, when I get my my comic room, see that door there? That is my garage. Okay. And I'm gonna build a new garage out back, and my plan is to build a room out of the back of the garage, and that's where I'm gonna put my comic room.
Nice, bro.
I already looked at it. I'm like, this is plenty of space. I can put all my video game consoles in here. I can build a new shelf for all my graphic novels, because the shelf that my graphic novels are on are kind of, they're not bowing, but they're
right.
You can see it. But
did you put them against the stud? You're not to make sure that doesn't collapse or something.
That is in the wall, but it's paneling over cinder block, so I don't know how they had it. See, that shelf came with the house when we built, or when we bought. So I'm not exactly sure how they have it fastened, but it is fastened to the wall.
Cool.
But I believe, and I'm not sure, but I think that's either solid oak or so it's definitely, because I built a shelf trying to replicate it, and it's like cheap pine. Yeah. So I knew that wasn't going to hold his books.
That's what always scares me with shelves, man. If you don't anchor it right, that thing will just collapse. And that's happened to me where it takes like a good chunk of the wall with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! And And then it's like, you know what? Now I guess I have to do it the right way. You know, I gotta get the
Yeah.
right fingers, and just being lazy and you mess it up, and you got more work to do.
It's kind of like hanging cabinets. If you don't have enough screws and enough studs, your cabinet's gonna fall off the wall.
It's just, and you're like, oh, dude, do I really want to do another trip to the store?
Yeah.
You should. You should. Oh man, that's awesome, bro. I'm happy for you. That's a great book, man.
I'm pretty happy.
What year did that come out?
71.
Damn.
Says March, April 71. So they must have been bi-monthly.
Yeah.
So
that's beautiful, man. It looks great.
Yeah, I'm starting to get slabs, and so I decided I was on Amazon this morning, looking at my wife's wish list for, because I mean, obviously Mother's Day, and her birthday is coming up on the 18th as well. So I grabbed it. She likes Matlock, so I grabbed 2 more of the series, 2 more seasons of it, and I was like, you know what? I want one of those. I want one of those plastic boxes for the graded comics. So.
You like the black one?
Yeah.
I got a few, man. Those things they're awesome. It's worth it.
And I was looking. I had to measure because I have the graded magazines, like this one.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And I'll see if I can.
That ain't gonna.
I mean, look at the size comparison.
Yeah, that's not gonna make it. Man. I'm looking at the box now, and it's like there's not that much room on the side for the slabs.
I was like, damn. I was like, why do they have to be? I mean, even looking at it, look at how much gap is on both sides of it. It's like, what the hell?
How many of those magazines you got slabbed?
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna cut it.
No. And the sad thing is, I won 7 books the other day on last week on Comic Link.
Mm-hmm.
That's where these came from.
Okay.
And
who did that?
I'm gonna have.
Is that Starling on that cover?
Norm. Yeah, he did a lot of the what was the Conan magazine? Not Savage Tales, the other one.
Conan or Savage?
Maybe it was Savage Tales.
Yeah, Savage Tales is the one I remember. He did those.
I think he did a lot of the magazine covers. Because I've never seen him on any other stuff.
What were you saying? You won a few books on Comic Link?
Oh yeah, and so I'm gonna have 3 magazine size slabs that I'm not gonna be able to put in a box.
It's not gonna fit in the box.
Right.
You know what? Let me check, man. Give me a second. Let me open it up. No, there's not. No. There's no one. They're pretty snug in there.
No, because I looked at the dimensions, and I think those are like, what did I measure them? Like 12 and a quarter or something. I don't know. It's something ridiculous.
So probably about what, a good inch and a half, maybe? Inch?
Yeah, inch. I think inch and a quarter.
Inch and a quarter
is the difference.
Yeah. I don't got any of those magazine slabs. I just got I've never bought a slabbed magazine. Oh no, no, I don't. I don't have any. I just got them raw. That book was nice.
Savage Sword of Conan is the one I was thinking of.
Okay.
Norm did this one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah, it's like a Yeti or something. Yeah, I've seen that one. Cool.
Yes. That's one of my birthday books.
Sweet.
So,
Sweet.
man,
So,
that's all I had.
So how's life treating you, man? You doing any more of the, I know you did the Thin Lizzy one, right? Your music?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna do. I gotta dig out my Iron Maiden out of the boxes over there. But I think I'm gonna try to rank the Iron Maiden.
Mm-hmm.
Which some of that was a little easier because there's a couple of those albums that just didn't. I wasn't that great.
Yeah.
They were good for what they were. I know that's a terrible term and I shouldn't use it, but they just weren't as good as like Peace of Mind or Number of the Beast or.
To me, those two are just perfect. They're high point.
Yeah.
And then after that,
Right.
before it was certain songs on the albums that I liked, and like Somewhere in Time. I really liked Somewhere in Time, and the other ones, they were okay, in my opinion. You know?
See that's I guess I'm probably a unique individual as I don't care for Somewhere in Time.
I just like that one song.
I don't know why.
I like that song, but I don't like the album. But that song is also, it was a little bit more poppy, you know. It was in the.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're getting at, but I liked it when it came out. You know what surprised me the other day? I was reading something. How does Def Leppard get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Iron Maiden's not in there, man? I read that the other day. How does that happen?
You want to have this conversation?
How does that happen? How does that happen, man? Is it politics?
Morons.
It's just how the hell is Iron Maiden not in and not Duran, Def Leppard?
Yep. How is Metallica in and Slayer is not?
Exactly, man. And
I don't claim to understand what they do there. I just know it's run by idiots.
It's almost like when Metallica lost the Grammy for heavy metal to Jethro Tull, wasn't it? Like, how the hell does that happen, bro? Come on, nothing against Jethro Tull. You know what I'm saying? But dude, come on, bro. How does that happen?
Jethro Tull is not heavy metal.
No, dude. Oh, look, Unruly. I mean, Gray Man. I totally understand. Hysteria was massive. What was the other one with the photograph? I forget the name of that album. That album was that was a great album.
Pyromania.
Pyromania. And then what was the first one? High and Dry. That album was excellent.
Yeah.
That album was excellent.
High and Dry is great.
It's a great. I think that was when they were, when they first came out and all that, and then they started getting more, and all that. But that album was excellent. But still, dude, how is Iron Maiden not in? God.
Yeah. I like this one. Why is Notorious B.I.G. in?
With 2 albums?
KRS-One isn't.
KRS, exactly.
The guys running that place just don't use their heads. The Guess Who is not in. I freaking hate that place. I really do. And I was just there over the summer because I like looking at the memorabilia and stuff like that.
How is that? It must be amazing, right?
It's a very nice museum. Setting the induction and all that stuff aside, that museum it's just loaded. Absolutely loaded with memorabilia. There's there's drawings that Hendrix did. I mean, just random scribbles that he did, probably when he was bored trying to think of music, But when I was there, 2004, I think. One of the things that stuck out to me was a young Bob Dylan, his was his 4th grade report card
Wow.
was there. I was like, see, this is why I go to museums. For
Yeah.
just the stuff that nobody ever talks about, nobody ever shows.
Yeah.
You don't see this stuff. It's like, oh, it is a great museum.
It's gotta be. Man. It's gotta be.
But the as far as the hall part of it,
Yeah.
that they need to get their heads out.
Dude,
You know,
dude, I'm trying to remember one band that got in, and I'm not saying that they weren't. Oh my God, it was. What band was Rod Stewart in? Before
the Faces.
I think they got in, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't know no Face. I know maybe one Faces song, and I can't even tell you what it is unless I was like, dude, there's a lot of people that are probably a lot more deserving.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, and my problem is they're not getting enough of the legacy people in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like it took them over 50 years for the Dave Clark 5 and the fucking Ventures. Excuse my French. It took them almost 60 years to get the Ventures in.
Yeah.
They're the basis behind rock and roll.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. One that got in this year, I think it was the Cars. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I was borderline with the Cars. I think
the Cars was a few years ago.
Yeah. Well,
the Depeche Mode got in this year.
Did they?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not arguing with that one. I love the.
I didn't think you would.
I'm not arguing with Depeche Mode. I freaking love Depeche Mode, but the Cars. I guess the Cars, man. I like the early Cars. I don't know.
Let me look.
Yeah,
I want to.
Man,
I want to look at Pat Benatar got in this year.
Who?
Pat Benatar. And she should have been in like 20 years ago, but that's beside the point.
I was a huge Pat Benatar's fan, man. Radiohead got in this year, and I'm a massive Radiohead fan. Yes, Soundgarden.
Where are they at? Yeah, why didn't they induct the Seattle bands all together?
Yeah,
that year it should have had themes. It should have been Nirvana, Soundgarden,
Pearl Jam. Where
was Smashing Pumpkins from?
Minnesota, I believe.
Okay.
I think they're Minnesota.
There's another one.
There's a lot of bands that were in Seattle and they just never made it big.
Yeah, like Green River.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. But the big three. Oh, Alice in Chains. That's another one.
Yeah.
I would think those are the big four, right? I hope I'm not missing anybody.
And I don't see why, speaking of big four, Metallica should have been inducted with Anthrax, Slayer, and Megadeth.
Perfect.
You know. This year's class was the Doobie Brothers, Whitney Houston, Depeche Mode, T-Rex. And I love T-Rex, but
exactly.
Is he that great of an influence?
Is Mata Hoople in the hall?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure either. I was just thinking.
Notorious B.I.G., 9 Inch Nails, which there can be an argument, I'm sure.
9 Inch Nails.
Yeah. So that was this year. And the Doobie Brothers should have been in a long time ago.
Yeah, the Doobie Brothers should have been in.
You know.
You know what? You know what it is, man? It's bias. Because I'm thinking, I'm a huge 9 Inch Nails. They were like the soundtrack of my early 20s. Them, Jane's Addiction, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That was like my soundtrack nonstop. So I'm a little biased. So I would put 9 Inch. Oh yeah, it's a bias thing, man. It really is. It really is. People
and that
their own strokes.
I love the Chili Peppers, but I think they got in earlier than they should have.
I agree.
That's just the way my thinking. Like I said about the legacies, but I'm trying to think, trying to find the inductees classes. There we go. What is that?
Exactly, Gray Man. That's a great point, man. What's up, Lois? What's going on?
Last year was The Cure, Def Leppard, Janet Jackson, Stevie Nicks, Radiohead, Roxy Music, The Zombies. And why The Zombies? I mean,
Yeah.
they're one of the bands from the Summer of Love. Come on.
What about Roxy Music? I know they got they were a huge influence. I like them. I'm a fan of the rock, but are they Hall of Fame? It almost feels like they're not even it's almost like anybody could get in. I don't want to say that, but it kind of
Anybody, but they won't let everybody in.
But they won't let everybody, right? And
yeah,
that's how it feels.
Well, when they inducted Steve Miller, he slammed them.
Did he really?
That. Yeah, oh yeah. For the same thing that I'm saying. He was kind of belligerent, and that's why that year they ended the press conferences after him. They said the press conferences were done because he lit them up.
Good for him, dude. Good for him.
That's 2019. What the hell? I mean, if you've never been to the website, the website is phenomenal.
No, I've never even gone there. I just, you know what? The only time I think about it is when people are the nominees. I look at the nominees list and I see who got in, and then I see the show on HBO whenever they do the induction ceremony.
Right.
And that's basically it. And then I don't see any more. But I just look when my bands are up for it, and then I pull for them.
Well, and Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility, he mentioned it about the fan voting. They started doing the fan voting a few years ago, and he said about Dave Matthews Band, the top two were Dave Matthews and Pat Benatar, and Dave Matthews had like 40,000 more votes than Pat. Yet he didn't get in.
And that was
not that I think he should be in yet.
Right.
But if you're going to have the vote, you should recognize it.
Yeah.
Because it's the fans that put these people in those positions.
Yeah.
If nobody's buying the music.
What's that criteria? Is it 25 years after first forming?
25 years after first release.
Okay.
And what is it? They claim that they base it off of influence, but there's a lot of characters that are in there that I don't know who they influenced.
Okay. Who did Pat Benatar influence? Who do you think she influenced?
I would go with Women in Rock.
She was one of the early ones, right? It was her, Nicks,
and Hart,
and Joan Jett.
Yep. That's another scenario. She shouldn't have got in before the Runaways, because without the Runaways, there is no Joan Jett.
Yeah, but was Joan Jett bigger as a solo act? She was.
Maybe that could be the reason. That could be the reasoning.
She was a bigger solo act, man. The Runaways were. Yeah, they were the hot chick, the first hot chick band. They were more like a. Yeah.
But this is my point about influence. If they're going to say it's about influence, I don't see why the Runaways wouldn't have had a lot of influence on that.
Yeah, that is true.
Because it was an all-girl band. It's like other girls see that, they're going to say, hey, I want to start a band.
Isn't that how the Go-Go's came?
Pretty much,
right?
Yeah. Why that big influence in the 80s?
Yeah. Yeah, the Runaways also had who? Lita Ford, right? Lita Ford, wasn't she in the Runaways?
Yes. Yep.
The blonde? Yeah, she was hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, dude, I think it's a lot of bias and just, I don't know. It's almost like the Hall of Fame voting for all these baseball and all that. It's just people have their bias, their hate.
Yeah.
Their, I like this person. I don't like this person. This person did that. And
Speaking of baseball, is Sosa in?
No.
Why?
The steroids probably.
Uh,
The steroids, and then probably I think to a lesser degree because they all cheat, which steroids basically is. But remember that time he broke that bat and they found a cork in it. It was corked. And that's another
all
thing.
about that.
That's another thing that's probably holding him back. McGuire's not in, Canseco's not in, and Clemens and Rafael Palmeiro, Bonds. It's all the steroids. That's all steroids.
Oh Jesus!
And Palmeiro and Bonds, and I think every year they get an uptick in votes, but they're still way off.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all subjective, Gray man. Exactly.
How do you feel about Pete Rose?
He should be in, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's a consensus among fans because it's not like he was rigging games.
No,
all he did was gamble.
Dude, nobody played harder than that guy, bro.
Nobody coached harder than him.
He coached, man. There's no way that guy was going to throw a game or anything like that. He might have bet to win, but you know what? He served his time. He should be in, man, before he passes. Don't the guy's going to pass, and then they're going to bring him in because they're going to everybody, and that's going to be a travesty, dude. Get him in, let him get his glory, and come get over it, man. Just get over it.
Yeah.
What's up,
I mean, Babe Ruth gambled all the time.
Of course, man.
On games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember arguments being posed that he was throwing games.
Oh, I never heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, I never heard that. That'll be crazy. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh
I mean, it's
not proven or nothing. It's just people shit. They could probably say that about everybody through a game.
You're talking 100 years ago.
Yeah, you know what? I think a couple of days ago they had it on ESPN. It was the anniversary of his first home run, like in 1915. He hit his first home run a few days ago, and they were mentioned. I saw it go across. I was like, that was 105 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, and he's still on Mount Rushmore, right?
Oh yeah.
That guy was a monster, man.
Yeah.
It's like everybody was down here, and he just, dude.
Yeah.
For the time that he played, it was incredible.
But the sad thing, I had this conversation with Chad from Comic Core, and he's big into baseball history.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of guys in the Black League that don't get the recognition that they should, and they were up there with.
There was that one guy. What was? God bless. There was this one guy that was like the Babe Ruth in the Negro Leagues. I forget his name. That guy was a monster. I forget what
I can't think of his name either.
what I'm talking about. That's basically how they described him.
Yeah.
The Babe Ruth of the Negro Leagues. That guy was a monster. Who was the other one? It was Satchel Paige, but he came into the major leagues, but he was already well past his prime.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I cannot remember the name of the guy. Yeah. Maybe that's Josh Gibson.
Yeah.
That guy was a monster.
Yeah. Played for the Grays.
Yeah, the Grays.
Pittsburgh boy.
That guy was a monster. What's up, God Tank? What's going on, God Tank? Hey,
God Tank.
Iron Maiden might make it into the Soccer Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
They're always playing soccer. What's up, Captain?
What's going on, Cap? Bub.
Hey, what's up, Bub? Josh Gibson, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, who is it? Jambo made a great point about Whitney Houston. Yeah, she's a pop talent. She had a great voice. She was super talented.
Yeah.
But maybe make the hall into different halls, you know?
Yeah.
Pop section, heavy metal, and just go on that.
Yeah, because it's all related.
It's all
I'm not going
related.
to deny it's not all related because it is.
Exactly. It's just called Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It doesn't mean that it's all, you know,
Right.
exclusive. Josh Gibson, yeah, man. We'll see. Okay, real quick. Top acts that you would like to be included into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, Iron Maiden, obviously.
Okay.
Judas Priest.
Ooh, good one.
The Guess Who.
Good. I don't know too much about the Guess Who's. Is Cream in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 93, I think.
Wow, how would you know that? My God.
90, I have a degree in history. Shit.
Run DMC's in there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think they were the first or second
hip hop. LL Cool J.
Positive. Yeah.
I'm thinking LL Cool J, Eric B, and Rakim.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
The Beastie Boys got in.
Yep.
Depeche Mode got in. New Order.
Yeah. Absolutely.
New Order.
Now, would you rather New Order or Joy Division first?
You got to go Joy Division, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
got to be Joy Division, but yeah, Joy Division and New Order, man.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Joy Division. Imagine they get in. New Order and Depeche Mode. Oh my God, three from the same. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. There's a lot of punk bands I think should be in. I mean, in their own right.
Is Black Flag in there?
No.
They should be there.
The Misfits should be in there.
Misfits should be there. I used to be a big Fugazi fan.
Yeah.
Fugazi was right there.
What is it? The Damned. They should be in.
The Damned. There's still a lot of good bands out there, man, that need to get in.
Yeah. KRS-One, I mentioned him.
KRS-One for sure.
Why? They started putting. He should have been one of the first ones.
One of the first ones, KRS-One.
Because big influences on those other guys, the newer guys that they put in.
He was was he the first one that really came with all the political stuff?
I think so.
He was huge.
Yeah.
It was him and was not the NWA.
Was it Boogie Down?
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy, yeah.
Public Enemy.
Chuck D.
Yeah, Chuck D. Public Enemy.
Okay, he's just got that voice. He's got that perfect voice for what they're putting out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The militant kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
They would come out. He was perfect for it, bro.
Yeah, boy. Freaking guy.
So good. Yeah, man. There's still a ton of freaking bands.
Oh my God. There was a lot of. They always put an early influence in. My opinion, the early influences should have been the first ones to be put in.
Yeah.
Just that whole.
Yeah.
You know, because they didn't start doing the ceremony until I think like 91 or 92.
Okay.
So there's that first 5 years, they could have just put everybody
big in
from before 1950 in.
Muddy Waters, all those guys.
Exactly.
Just put them in and then just start knocking it down after that.
Yeah. So
that's always a great, man. Talk about debate, man. You could debate that all freaking day.
Oh yeah. You
just gotta do the homework and have everything in front of you.
What about this?
What about that guy? And how did you get this guy without that guy? And you, bro, you're talking about fights. Oh my God. And then everybody's in a fight for the ones when they were in those teenage years. Those are the ones you're the most passionate, right? Probably around 13 to 21, 22. those are probably the bands that you're gonna love for the rest of your life, right there,
Right,
dude.
right.
Everybody's gonna defend those bands.
Look at this.
Yeah, that's
Gray
pure,
Man, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
that's pure Gray Man.
But I'm going to tell you what, if they put those three guys in without putting Death or Deicide in,
See,
I won't be fighting somebody.
see, I don't know. I never got into that, but it's funny. One of my sons has seen Cannibal Corpse. I don't know how many times in concert. He freaking loves them. So, but man, there's just so much. There's so much. You're talking about comics, man. How many different genres and
Oh, yeah.
shit. Everybody gets their own little niche.
Yeah.
Like I have 3 kids, right? And if you're counting my bonus kids, I have one that's pure pop, one that's hip hop, one that's probably my death metal and my Grateful Dead, my hippie. Then I got my daughter. She's pretty well rounded. She likes alternative pop, hip hop, everything.
She just likes music.
Yeah, he just loves music. And then I got my other one that's he's into hip hop, but it's different from the hip hop that my other son listens to. So, dude, it's crazy. What's up, Roger?
But
That's 5 fingers that punch.
That's my nephew.
Nice, man. Nice, nice.
And I agree. I've seen them twice. Good show.
I don't think I've heard of them. I've never heard the music.
What's up, Roger?
Are the Sex Pistols in? I would think so, right?
Yes. Yeah. They got in with Skynyrd and Black Sabbath, if I remember right.
Okay. Sex Pistols. They got in just because of their influence.
Pretty much. Yeah.
They had 1 album, maybe 2 albums.
Yeah, one. Yeah, one and a couple 6-inch, I think.
Yeah. So they basically just got one. That album is awesome.
Oh yeah.
But they basically got in for 1 album and their influence.
Yep.
So you don't need to have a big library. I guess that pretty much proves it.
Carson. I was gonna go see them, but then COVID-19 kicked in.
That sucks, man. Yeah, my house. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's hard to put on the music, and then what I usually listening to is EDM. I listen to house music, and I just put it on, and they're like, I usually put it on in the background. It's almost like elevator music. It's like, it's going on. And they're like, "What do you have on, man? What is this shit?" Like, it's just relaxing to me, man. I just put on the house music. I listen to this one station on YouTube called Gentlemen, and they're just on 24/7, and they just put out beats, and that's pretty much all. That's my soundtrack of my life. It's crazy, dude. That sucks about that COVID, man. It ruined a lot. You know what? I was gonna go. My son was gonna my Grateful Dead child. He had got me tickets to. He was gonna give me tickets now for my birthday, and he told me because he wanted to make sure I didn't buy the tickets, but we were gonna go see Roger Waters on his most recent. He was coming down, so we were gonna go watch him. So that got canceled too, man.
Yeah, freaking concerts and cons.
Everything. Okay. I think albums should go in instead of the musicians.
I agree.
Okay. But okay, where am I going? What's the number one? What album should be in? Okay. All right. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we got time, right? You got time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm off all weekend.
We're starting an album Hall of Fame. Who are your first 5 entries?
first 5 entries.
And I'm talking albums. I'm not talking one song was good and it was in that album. You know, it wasn't somewhere in time and the rest of the album sucked. Or if
Number of the Beast.
Is your top 5. Okay, you do one, I'll do one. You're gonna say Number of the Beast. I'm gonna say Dark Side of the Moon.
Absolutely. 2112.
Excellent. I'll go. Okay, I'm thinking whole album. Damn, 2112. That's a good one. Shit. This came into my head, so I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna go Highway to Hell.
Yeah, that's my favorite AC/DC album.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Highway to Hell.
Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison.
Oh, you put that one in mine too. Okay. Yeah, that's in there too. That's excellent, man. Total album. I'm gonna go Paul's Boutique.
Yeah.
What's up, legend? I'm gonna go Paul's Boutique, and I think I got one more, and you got what? 2 more?
I don't know. Straight Outta Compton.
Ooh. Crazy motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man, come on, nigga. Attitude. Shout off. Hell, dude, that was a punch to the face.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
I think everything they did was like a punch to the face.
Bro, when I heard that, I was like, oh my God, what is this, man? I just got slapped.
Yeah.
I just got slapped in the face. Never heard anything like that. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, good. That's a good one. And my number 5. I'm gonna put Michael Jackson Thriller.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna put Thriller. You gotta have it in there.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm putting Thriller, but I'm actually on Off the Wall. I like Off the Wall more than I do like Thriller, but you gotta give Thriller its due.
Yeah. Yeah, Off the Wall was a great album.
It was amazing. You got one left. It's hard, ain't it?
It is.
Now I'm thinking I got probably like another 30 I could put in. It's hard to do it to 5.
Because it's hard for me not to go to my personal top 5. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's why I went Michael Jackson. It's just you gotta give it to him. Back in Black, of course, man. That was amazing. But I like them both. I just went with Highway to Hell. Those two are perfect albums.
Freaking Toby Keith. Should have been a cowboy. I'm gonna go Rubber Soul.
Oh, perfect, dude. I didn't even think about the Beatles. How sad is that? Damn, you went Rubber Soul. You like the White Album?
To me, it's overhyped. It's a good album.
Yeah,
a lot of good stuff on there.
Dude, I love the White Album.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite Beatles album.
See, Abbey Road's my favorite.
That's a lot of people's favorites. Abbey Road's up there, man. I think I saw a list the other day, and I think that was the number 1. It was Abbey Road.
Yeah.
I like the White Album. What's your favorite Van Halen album? What's up? Crazy guy.
The first one.
That was another punch in the face, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They came out, man. They were like a shot out of hell. Not a shot out of hell, like a comet, like a shooting star coming, right?
Yeah.
That's an amazing. That's my favorite Van Halen is Fair Warning. I freaking love Fair Warning, man.
I've heard a lot of other people say that. Fair Warning.
Fair Warning is every song rocks.
Yeah.
And it's that that album is. I just I hold that one dear.
That's one of the ones that I haven't heard enough. I've heard Women and Children more than I've heard.
You could put on Fair
Warning.
Warning and just let it play, and it's a good play. It's just that's how I like listening to albums, man. I don't like listening to one song on an album. I just like the whole album. Just play the whole thing, you know.
Look at Bub.
ELO.
Bub's kicking ass in here. Yellow Brick Road,
Yeah.
Hard Day's Night. I'll go with that. I'll rock with Hard Day's Night. I'm not. I prefer everything after Rubber Soul.
Me too.
Versus everything before.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, dude, Sergeant Pepper. Oh, how did we miss Sergeant Pepper?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Incredible album.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll have to kick. I'm gonna kick Michael Jackson because I don't want to kick out the rest. and I'm gonna put in Sergeant Pepper because that's one of those albums that you just listen to it, man.
Yeah, yeah. Exile on Main Street's like that. That's when you just kind of.
Dude, but that you know what? That's why I kind of feel bad for people these days. You know, the young people. No, not Tenacious. No, those concept albums, and they could just listen to an album all the way through, and you hear what the artist was trying to say.
Yeah,
that's what you're missing nowadays, man. It's just one song. Now it's just singles.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Yeah, there's so many. God, Peace Sells.
Which one's that one?
Megadeth.
I'm not.
Peace Sells, but Who's Dying?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Megadeth. I don't know. I'm not saying I don't like them. I just never got into them.
Yeah,
I never got into them. Master of Puppets.
Ride the Lightning.
Oof.
Yeah.
How about this one? You're not gonna see this one coming.
Uh-oh.
How about? Oh yeah, for sure. The Wall. Hell yeah. You know what? Animals.
Yeah.
Animals is amazing. I love the Floyd. Wishing You Were Here. Oh my God.
Oh.
Talk about just letting the album play, just listen to it.
Yeah. Wish You Were Here was the first Pink Floyd album I bought.
Oh. Yeah. I remember I got into Dark Side, then I went into the Wish You Were Here, and then I started listening to The Wall, and I skipped the Animals, and I only got into it maybe 2 years ago because I went to the concert. You know, Waters was doing mainly Animals on one of his tours, and that album's amazing, and I feel bad that I missed it for all those years. I just didn't think it was that big a deal until I saw it live, and then it was like, oh my God, what did I miss? Okay, how about this? Talk about your childhood. You're getting into those years, you know, you're 12, 13. How about Shout at the Devil, Motley Crue. Or Quiet Riot with Mental Health.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That album is awesome, bro.
I'd throw Mental Health in there over Shout at the Devil any day.
Dude, that I saw Iron Maiden and they stole the show of Quiet Riot that concert. I was like, what?
Yeah. They only come out at night.
I bet you Bub wants to jump in and talk music. Don't you get that?
Bub, you want to jump on? Hang on a minute.
I bet you his kind of sounds like it. It kind of sounds like it.
Open invite.
I could only imagine if he comes.
Come on in.
Yeah, dude, Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Yeah, what I was just gonna say. Oh, the Grateful Dead. Working Man's Dead and or American Beauty.
God, you have a vast array of knowledge, man. It's
just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, he's working. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on this weekend on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds of Summer. The Beach
Beach
Boys.
Boys.
You like Pet Sounds?
Yeah. What the heck was the one after Pet Sounds?
I don't know. I just know Pet Sounds is held in such high regard, and I really never got into it. And I know they tried a lot of different things when they were recording it and stuff that I'd never even seen, and it influenced the Beatles, but I just never really got into it.
Discography. Pet Sounds. Sunflower might be the one I'm thinking of.
Bro, you did it on one of your videos. Oh,
What, Appetite?
Huh?
Appetite?
No.
Van Morrison.
Van Morrison, bro.
Moondance. Yeah.
What's the album?
Moondance.
Moondance. God, that is pure heaven, man.
And Moondance, you got to throw Astral Weeks in there, right?
Yeah, Astral Weeks. Oh, I think those are the only two Van Morrison albums I have, and they're both amazing.
Yeah. I mean, anybody that wants to get into Van Morrison, that's the two I recommend.
Bro, okay.
Right away.
Somebody else out of my top 5. I got to put that one in.
And then Tupelo Honey right after it. I mean, 3 stellar records, right? One right after another.
And he never gets mentioned, bro. People just don't talk about him.
Yeah.
You did the review. Was it a review, or you had it on your channel, or you did? It was a review, wasn't it?
Review, yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, dude, that's another album that I'll just put on and just let it play, and it doesn't bother anybody, it doesn't offend anybody, it doesn't. People just, and it's like, oh my god, that's beautiful music, man. Look at
Thanks
Bubs.
for popping in, Jambo.
Be good, Jambo. Yeah, look at Bubs with
Bubs still rocking them in. See, I prefer Tres Hombres.
That's the one. What's that album? The song that goes. My God, I can't think of the songs now.
You talking about LaGrange?
LaGrange, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, dude, what a freaking badass song! The song. Which one?
Longest ongoing lineup.
Oh, and the guy with no beard is named Beard.
Frank Beard. Yep. Chicago. Oh, Chicago. Can't go wrong with Chicago, man.
Dude, you know who's a huge Chicago fan is 90MF. He loves Chicago.
Yeah.
He loves Chicago.
I like everything from the Terry Kath era.
Yeah, I like Chicago too.
Gone too soon.
Soundtrack, man, that was massive. Yeah. Frankie Valli had the best song.
Yeah.
Summer Days. You know what song I was listening to yesterday? I put on Summer Breeze by Crosby. What is it? Not Crosby, Stills and Nash. It's I can't remember who sings it, but that song is just amazing. Oh, Prince, Purple Rain. I don't know if he's being sarcastic, but that's an awesome album.
Oh no! This is he's being he's being true.
That's an awesome album.
My nephew has he's like me. He's got a very eclectic taste in music.
That's an awesome album. Do you remember? But I don't know. Were you alive when those albums came out?
Me?
Yeah, you were. You were a kid, right?
Yeah.
Dude, you remember that? It was Michael Jackson, Thriller, Bruce Springsteen, Prince, then Madonna.
Yep.
It was like bam, 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 bam. Every year, man. It was like somebody, and then U2 with the job tree. Oh my God. Yeah, Journey, Escape. That was my first concert. Yeah.
I like this one, Sports.
They were
about 4.
They were actually good, man. They were actually good. Never mind. Oh, never mind. I was wrong.
Yeah. What did he say? Summer.
Yeah.
Summer days is what it was.
Yeah, Prince was massive, man. That album had like so many hits.
Summer Days had Help Me Ron and California Girls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are classics, man.
The Mamas and the Papas, man.
But they were what? How many albums did they put out? What was her name? Cass.
Yeah, Mama Cass.
Yeah, Mama Cass. She died young.
She had a massive heart attack.
Journey was massive too.
They had 5 albums.
Really?
Yep.
Be good, Grimlock.
Later, Carson.
That's cool. He jumped in, man. It's gonna make you feel good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he jumps in my live streams from time to time.
That's cool. Like sometimes my daughter jumps in or a friend and it almost distracts you. Yeah, NXX Kick, that was massive.
Cass Elliott. Yeah, she was 32 when she died.
God, 32, bro.
Yep.
The older you get, and they die so young, like 27.
Oh yeah.
They had so much more to do, man. You know.
Yeah. You think about how much longer
they could have done stuff, man.
Yeah, right.
And
like Hendrix.
Yeah, but you don't get that when you're younger, and you know, like for me, it was Kurt Cobain. When Kurt Cobain died, I remember I was living. I had my first apartment. I blasted Nirvana, dude. I'm glad nobody called the cops on me, but I was just blasting Nirvana. And yeah, you feel the loss, but now it's like, bro, look at all he missed.
Yeah,
and is gonna, and he could have done, and it just hits you a little different from this perspective.
Yeah, the freaking Doors. I had their box set. I'm just gonna say their box set, Roger. I mean. LA woman in a Hollywood bungalow. People Are Strange, my favorite Doors song.
Mine is Riders of the Storm.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Sticky Fingers. Bob's freaking, he's a rock star.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's just so many bands.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Great band. Nobody ever mentions.
Nobody ever mentions them. But then, there's a lot of songs and you just don't know who sings them sometimes. That's what happens to me.
True.
Or I forget. And it's like, you don't know, you've never heard them. And it's like, oh, no. It's like, no way. I didn't know. It just happens. There's so much to catch up with. Goat 99, Goat is a huge Stones fan.
Yeah.
He loves the freak. He could talk up the Stones. He could talk the Stones. Who would have thought they'd still be going, right?
Yeah.
How do they do that? Why would they do that? When did you think they would have stopped, like after like 84?
Yeah. Yeah.
They had Start Me Up, which was massive in like 80, 81. Maybe another album. Then they started doing all the solo projects, and dude, just let it be.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's why I commend Led Zeppelin for calling it quits after Bonham died.
Perfect, right?
Perfect timing. Imperfect timing, but perfect timing.
Yeah, even the Beatles, man, they broke up and that was it. You know?
Yep.
Led Zeppelin. Don't get another.
Cream, but that was because Baker and they didn't get along.
That happens. But sometimes it's just they gotta know when to just let it go.
Yeah.
Some people don't. And some of them still rock, but I don't know. What's the last Rolling Stone song that you could think of?
That was any good? What was that one they did the video where they're all freaking giants and they're walking through the city?
I don't think Wait, I think I have seen that.
That was in the 90s.
But what's the name of the song?
I can't think of it. Probably Start Me Up is the last one I can think of.
Start Me Up, right?
Yeah.
And that album's actually very good. That album is actually very good. It had Go Into a Go-Go, which was a remake. Waiting on a Friend. They had a couple other songs in there that I don't remember the names that are just freaking these slow jams, and they're just really good. But yeah, they should have stopped there, man.
So Bridges to Babylon.
How many albums?
Holy shit.
After Start Me Up?
Which was that on Tattoo You? Start Me Up?
Yeah, Tattoo You, exactly. That's the album. Yeah, that's Tattoo You.
That came out in 81, and then there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 albums after that.
I don't know any other. I don't know if I've heard. I can't tell you any song from any of those 7 albums.
Yeah,
and I'm sure they've sold albums because there's die-hard Rolling Stone fans.
Oh yeah,
you know, and I'm sure that's why they keep making them. But as far as a hit, I can't. Back to Start Me Up, yeah, on Tattoo You.
I don't know if anybody's seen My Baby is the one I was thinking of from Bridges to Babylon.
That's a hit. I remember that was a minor hit though.
Yeah.
I remember getting that. That got played. I think that got a video, but it wasn't massive. But they don't. The thing is about them, they don't even need an album to tour, man.
Oh no, they just tore off their legacy.
But look, check it out, Bob. Yeah, best concert of my life. So there goes my crap talking about the Stones.
Yeah, the Who.
What's your favorite Who song?
My favorite Who song? Behind Blue Eyes.
Okay. Mine's Eminence Front.
Nice.
Fucking love that song.
Yeah.
I found that there's a thing on there's a channel on YouTube and they have like a 20 or an extended version of that song for like 20 minutes. And so I just put that on and my wife was like, dude, when does this song end? And it just keeps on playing again and again.
Was that with Kenny Jones on drums?
I don't know.
Eminent Front. I'm trying to remember.
Did he come after Moon?
Yeah.
Then yeah, it probably is because it's not Moon. That was after. Be good, crazy guy.
Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Hey, going on Bubs. Best concert of your life.
Probably Mayhem Fest in 2008.
Who was there?
Let's see. I saw. Oh my God, there was a ridiculous amount of bands. They had 3 stages. Main stage was Mastodon, Dragon Force, Disturbed, and Slipknot. And I wasn't a Slipknot fan before that show.
But afterwards?
Yes. Because they put everything on that stage.
This wasn't my favorite concert, but a concert I went to, and I didn't really know too much about them, but I was a massive fan afterwards. I saw Ministry at Lollapalooza, and they came on right when it got dark, and they're just, you know, they're an amazing show.
Yeah.
What's up, Waka?
Morning, Kyle.
Um,
Yeah, it's Saturday morning for him.
crazy, right? Crazy. I saw Pearl Jam, man, in a little
Oh,
theater
nice.
before they hit big. I didn't even. I remember you used to. What was that? Was it KTEL or no? Not KTEL. The where you used to order albums and you would get like 10 for a penny, and then you became.
Cool.
Remember what that was called?
Columbia House or BMG?
Columbia House. Columbia House. And I got my CDs and I ordered the album 10 before they were even big. I got it like a week before the concert. I didn't even know who they were, and it was amazing. And after, I was just mind blown. And I would have to say that because it was a real intimate. It was like an abandoned, not an abandoned, but an old theater with no seats. It was just emptied out theater, and they were like on the stage, and it was just crazy.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been more than maybe 2,000 people. I don't know how much that place could have hold, and it was just crazy. Eddie Vedder did that thing where he jumps down, he climbed up, jumped down. We were all holding him. It's just crazy.
This is a band nobody ever talks about either, and
Nobody
awesome.
about them, man.
I know. Kyle loves them.
What's the name of the singer?
Mike Patton.
Nick Patton.
Yeah. They had. I want to say he's the third singer.
Really?
Yeah. But he came in so early that he's the singer that everybody knows.
Well, they had that massive you
Yeah.
run it all.
Epic.
Yeah, epic. But you can have. Oh, that's a great song, right? Shit.
Yeah.
And you gotta put that one loud. You gotta put
yeah.
It loud, bro. You gotta turn it up to 11. Dude, Donnie, I'm gonna get out of here, man.
All right, man.
Dude, thank you so much for the invite.
Yes, absolutely.
I swear to God, I saw you were live, and I was like, I've been wanting to hang out with you since you were on with us. And I was like, dude, I'll hang out with you. Anytime you're going live, dude, you need somebody, just send me a message. If I'm available, I'll jump on with you, bro.
Absolutely.
All right, man. I really enjoyed our time together before, and I enjoyed today, So thank you
for coming on.
I'm going to sign out. I'll let you do your piece, man. Be good, everybody.
All right. All right. Well, Kyle, you come in late. I got this today. So there, I knocked one off of my list for the year. And I got some more graphic novels. Punisher Assassin's Guild. Some more Epic Illustrated. I guess to review. Show these. Really cool. Phil Hale. Bub says, Stones at the Garden, Billy Joel at the Garden, Steve Miller Band at the Beacon, and Joe Cocker at the Beacon. God damn, Bubs. I don't even want to know how much those tickets were. War. Nice. So that's what I got going on. And I'm going to have some more books coming. I'll probably do another live stream in the next couple weeks. Show those off. And I want to thank everybody for popping in. And Bub for throwing all those band names at us. Everybody else for being so active in the chat. Thank you to Raul, Hialeah Comic Bro, for coming on with me. It's always a good time to have somebody else on with you, and I enjoy talking to Hialeah. Good guy, and I hope I was able to kick some of the boredom out. I know we're in the midst of some crazy bullshit times right now, but I guess it is what it is. We just got to work through it. Thanks again to everybody who popped in again, and please check out the links for the guys. Age of Print, Collect What, Chris Barrett, the Classic Comic Collector, and Arak Zantara. I got to add it. I got to add Arak Zantara's link in the description below. But please check out those guys. Give them some love. Sub them up. Hey, Boogie. I'm just getting ready to sign off, brother. And help boost them up because I remember what it was like first joining the community and putting some videos in and being welcomed by some other great guys in the community. A lot of the guys that are in the chat today or were in the chat today. And I'm here for we're talking about the doors. Oh, this is the end. But so I knocked another one off the list. So 3 to go. We'll see how the year ends, I guess. In the meantime, keep collecting, keep reading, and keep sharing. Later.